We are live from Newtown High School in Owings Mills, Maryland for the OMFFL Fall Championship as the Misfits in the black and purple, their traditional team colors, take on the Scorpions in the pink. Some gray on there for the No Mercy jerseys, a green one. We're going to try to head to the booth. The sun right now is at an angle that it may not be favorable. We've been back here. New bleachers put in recently, from what I was told. Here at Newtown High School. There's a booth up top, but we've been sitting down here trying to get the best sights we can. If the sun is a factor, we're going to just move, but for now we're going to try to get an elevated look. Scorpions, Misfits. If you're watching, feel free to share. Share everywhere. Let's get up here to the booth. There we go. Some interference, but we're going to try to frame it the best way we can. Sun's very intense in my eyes, at least. Yeah. I'm going to try to be away from it, facing wise, just so I can see myself. This side. Complete. Right out the gate. First down for the Scorpions. We're going to be on top of the booth for most of this game. And then, depending on where we're at in the final few minutes, we're going to try, once we know we're under 5, to head on the field for the on-field portion. So we're going to be up here to start this game. But we will switch to downfield in the final 5 minutes once we know we're under 5. So we're able to be there right in the moment for the winning team. Complete. First down. Journey to here for both teams. Scorpions knocked off the Baltimore Spartans 18-0 earlier. They were also able to beat Rampage in double overtime 8-6 in a game that was tied at 0 at the end of regulation. Backing up. Complete left side. Hold down. Bees are back already. It's been a recurring theme up here. As long as it don't sting me, I'll be bothered. It was just irritating to try to stand with this over here. Next year I'll bring spray. Let's try to back this up a little bit. Close. No cigar though. Sorry, buddy. I'm not trying to say much at the moment. Trying to get everything set up so that I'm ready to go and I can get the best movie experience. incomplete. Had a shot down there, but could not get it. Sorry, everybody. Just trying to make sure I have it shared everywhere. Third and short. Drop it back, throws to that left side. And it's incomplete. Not much going there early for the Scorpions. Almost got it done to every page. There we go. Now I'm good to talk more. Live here from Misfits Scorpions. Championship game here in the Owings Mills Flag Football League. Fall season 2021. Scorpions coming into this game just got their 29th win of the year by beating the Baltimore Spartans this morning 18-0 and beating Rampage right afterwards 8-6 in double overtime. MFFL champions today, trying to win an OMFFL championship as MFFL's crowning a new champion today. I'm going to frame over here for the shot. Complete left side. That's a touchdown, Scorpions. And the Scorps go up 6-0. Trying to win the fall league of OMFFL again. Remember, they were the undisputed OMFFL champions last fall. And we'll tell the story, the tale of the tape between these two squads in a moment. As the Scorpions early on go up 13 or 6-0. Sorry, maybe I predict the future. We'll see. I'm a little off right now. Just trying to get in sync. We're almost there. Extra point is pending. And with that, the Scorpions take a 6-0 lead. Notice by his absence, Greg Proctor, he sustained what seemed to be an injury last game. So he is sitting out this one from the looks of it. It could be a workload thing. Maybe he might sneak in. You never know. Scorpions have kind of played a bit of a revolving door at times at QB this year, going back to Nationals when Proc wasn't there. But this extra point makes it 7-0 right out the gate. So 7-0 in favor of the Scorps. Look at the tail of the tape between these two teams. Scorpions considered to be the standard here in Baltimore. They've been around for many years, going back to the early 2000s, a staple of the old nine-man world. Misfits, though, they're the new generation. They're the ones who have had a mission to take over, going back to the days back in Marty Snook Park, if you recall following these guys way back in the era of Too Much Talent, Red Knights, where it all began nearly 5 years ago in that park down in Hagerstown. Boone, pitch to that right side. Good start out the gate. This is what this team needed. He's going to pull down. Of course, you got guys from other teams as well. A couple bullets out there. And this firepower. Misfits, though, as a franchise, began in 2018 officially. Founded by John Regan, originally in the Washington County Flag Football League. They played. Shortly after Mayhem folded at the end of the summer of 2018. In fact, it was right here on this field 3 years ago. Then goes to the right side. He's pulled down. But it was on this field 3 years ago that we last saw Mayhem We were down here in the turf when they took Strong Island to the wire. But we were also here when Laney's blew them out of the water on day 2. That was it for Mayhem. That was the last we saw of them. Originally they had play day. Several pieces brought out back to different squads. Some went to Adrenaline Rush, others went to Affiliate Nation. The main core went to AFN and was a large part of AFN's success in 2019 when the affiliates got to 4 straight B championships. AC, OC, Virginia Beach, and Albany. And had one of the best years, #1 team in B entering Worlds that year, and complete. There's Chris Boone's pass. The core, however, split up at Worlds 2020. In the midst of that, Misfits started popping up a little more, initially in the KFFL, where they went out and won the league in their first season, going 11-0, culminating with a 42-0 blowout victory over the Killer Bees. TJ Holston was the quarterback that season for the Misfits. They were in the winter chiller, playing 2 exhibition games against Gustoland and Ruckus. As Boone's going to throw, we'll get to his story in a moment. Complete, pulled right down. It was at the chiller. They beat Gustoland 25-19 in one of the greatest games that's been played in recent years. And they beat Ruckus after that 24-0. Did not win the tournament. It was cut short. Team Bluntalk was the winner. Quarterbacked by that man, Chris Boone, there. More on him in a moment. Low snap, and that's going to hit the ground. Dead ball. Misfits had been set to play as their own team for a bit when the AFN core split off of the Misfits core at the end of Worlds 2020. The Misfits portion played with Rampage for a good bit of that 2020 season at 9-man, being part of the semifinalist team in OMFFL last fall and the quarterfinalist and Clash of York team. The team ended up getting to the National Championship semifinals. Sorry, I'm still harping on Worlds. Where they fell to the NTB Wolfpack. But the Misfits, in the meantime, went out, started playing more. 5-man non-contact down in Texas. They started playing 9-man again. Initially, in the Washington County Flag Football League last fall. 6-2 on the regular season. Losses to Showtime and Warriors. Before winning 3 straight on Broad Axe, X-Dogs, and Showtime, ending Chris Boone's 3 straight year run in Washington County was #1. As Laurie's going to take it up here. Big catch along the sideline. He's been a core piece of that from day 1. A lot of these, few of these Misfit guys remember the main core of this was part of that Red Knights core, where it all began back in 2017. 16 rather, I should say. That fall of 16 on the Knights. They were the runner-up in Hagerstown, falling to the Maryland Titans in the B Championship. At Nationals that year, that team made a hell of a run. Hardly surrendered a score all weekend until they ran into a Nomads team that was just as much on fire. Nomads beat the Knights 40-0 in that championship. Chris Boone going to take off to the right side. Chris Boone is going to get a first down. More on him in a minute. The Knights would split at the end of 2017 spring season. And from that split, along with the end of Market Street Mayhem and the union with the affiliate down in D.C., came that affiliate nation team that took Washington County by storm early on. Misfit guys such as Lurie, Black, Regan, Tay, all part of that core back then. And they have been on a journey ever since. A lot of that documented on Washington County Flag Football Live Season 1. Their first stint with Mayhem, breaking off and playing in A. They got a couple wins on the circuit. But ultimately, their greatest achievement was semifinalist in Washington County in the spring of 2018, falling to Adrenaline Rush. Quarterbacked by the man quarterbacking the Misfits today. That man right there, number 3, Chris Boone. And his journey goes all the way back to playing Virginia 8-man 20 years ago. And being part of that big Virginia Flag Football Association States tournament they do every year. Boone. Right, middle, complete, incomplete, no. Sometimes it's hard to see from me. I got the worst eyesight. They wanted a call but couldn't get any. Boone's first foray in 9-man came in 2004. He traveled up I-81 from Winchester to Hagerstown to play in the Washington County Flag Football League for the Mack Truck Bulldogs. Ironically enough, the same season my own dad on the Bulldogs retired. Wasn't a fan of 9-man at the time. It was a little too much downfield blocking for the wide receiver Boone at the time compared to the 8-man he played in Virginia. He would not return until 13 years later as quarterback of a team called Too Much Talent. Talk about that in a minute. Boone, stepping up. Middle, complete. Lurie again. You know he wants it. And what are they going to say? Shy, down at the 1-2 yard line. Would have been an X factor coming into what was amidst of a power struggle in the Washington County Flag Football League between longtime staples, Broad Axe, X-Dogs, Red Knights, and newcomers with Affiliate Nation and Too Much Talent, who had both strived to take over in the league. AFN had a hot start that fall of 17. They were undefeated throughout the regular season, with one of the best defenses in the league, only surrendering what was 5 points per game at the time, and an offense putting up just enough points to score and win by 2 to 3 margins most weeks. Tipped off the hands, incomplete. And with that, that'll be a turnover. Big stop by the Scorpions defense. Let's get back to telling the Scorpions. They've been around for years. We'll get back to that Washington County story in a moment when the Misfits get back on the field or when something happens. Let's continue onward. As the Scorpions get a big stop, they go back long ways. 2003, I believe, was the first season that the Scorpions played. Staple of the old 9-man era. Back when there was only one division. Back when your tournaments of the year were Long Island, Ocean City, Virginia Beach, Hagerstown, maybe a pop-up tournament here or there from in Germantown. Pop-up tournaments in Gettysburg. You had Long Island back then, Nationals, Rhode Island. Much different circuit when the Scorpions first started out. Complete, left side middle. Look at this play. Quick strike ability. Misfits secondary has had problems early on. Matching X's and O's of Venom and a big pull down there. But it's going to be a late flag too. That's going to be 15 yards. So down to the 15. They want a last man call, but I don't believe that exists in 9-man currently. Big gain first down for the Scorpions. And that's just what this franchise does. They've been doing it for many years. We talk about it. 2003, where it all began. They have been a team to survive the test of time. And what has been a whole new world for a lot of the old 9-man community, the Scorpions have adapted very well. They've won numerous OMFFL championships. They've gotten a couple of circuit tournaments, championships along the way. Talk about what they've done the last 2 years. This was a Scorpions team that won B at Capital Classic 2019, the last B champion at Cap Classic. They defeated Renegades to win that one. B champion at Worlds over the NTB Wolfpack. Open, money, touchdown, Scorpions. Misfits won a push-off, but nothing was thrown. You see the disbelief on the sideline, and the Scorps are up 13-0. Oh, I have to go back and watch that one. Yeah, I'm going to have to watch that one. $13-0. There was no call on that right side. And that's gotta hurt if you're the Misfits. That's hard to watch if you're there. I'm looking at it right. I'm about to look at it right now in a minute. I did not see initial contact, but I'm not a good witness for it either, because I didn't actually get a good glimpse. I was framing. Extra point pending. Ball down, kick up. It's good. $14-0 Scorpions. Misfits have already came back once today, though. They could definitely do it again. Sheesh. Back to the action. Chris Boone on the field. Oh, they're saying dead back there. That would have been a huge gain. Chris Boone don't often face deficits like this early, but he's overcame them many times in his career. We go back, that first season up here in Hagerstown he played. Not here specifically, but, you know, in my area here. Too much talent, went undefeated in the regular season. Putting up 29 points per game with Boone at the helm at quarterback. Nobody was ready for the attack he brought to Washington County that year. Batted down quickly, incomplete. Scorpions, though, showing ready for it today. Their defense getting a stop there. Stepping up here. 250 and running. If you remember, it was back at the Mason-Dixon Classic 2017 A Championship. Chris Boone and the Adrenaline Rush in their very first tournament under the ADR banner playing A. Fell behind 13-0 to 7-point spread early. Left side complete. Lurie again. You know he wants this one. Fell behind 13-0 to 7-point spread early. 26 unanswered, however, for Boone and Company, as ADR won the tournament. Took them a while, however, to win another 9-man chip after that. The next spring, ADR were favorites to win Washington County. They had a dominant season with Boone at the helm, including a combined 74-6 margin that Boone and ADR had on Mayhem that year. Boone running. And this is what he's done best for years. This is the man I've been watching in Hagerstown all these years. He is showing up in his peak performance today. He is not going to give up. I can vouch for that. It was twice he faced off with they faced off with Mayhem. 46-6 the first time, which led to Boone yelling after the 4th touchdown, "Get this JV-ass team off the field." One of the greater moments in county history. 28-0 in the semis. They met the next time. Boone and ADR, however, had a hard time finding success on the circuit in 2018, mostly due to the fact that they would come undermanned to a lot of them. Usually of 11 to 15 playing A bracket ball, not the best combination. That's a false start. Well, I didn't hear a whistle. The play, looked like a false start happened, but there was no actual whistle. Misfits just kind of stopped on their own there. Boone was a runner-up in the spring of 18, the affiliate nation in Washington County. However, ADR did get their first league championship in the fall of 2018, beating Ruckus for the championship that year. Complete left side, nowhere to go for Cannon Hall, who was part of that Too Much Talent core from the very beginning. He was there in 2017 when they came up to the Washington County Flag Football League. That spring of 17 where live began, where you could argue everything happening right now with this Misfits team, with TBT, with where we are at 9-man, may have all began there. And the growth of the sport overall across the nation as it's shown the last few years. It's crazy to think one time a day there was only 16 teams in B Nationals. That was only 5 years ago. The members of this Misfit core were with the Red Knights and were runner-up in that B championship to Nomads. Boone continued with ADR into 2019. Their success mostly came that spring in the Washington County Flag Football League. They had a dominant run. They were outscoring their opponents by nearly 30 points per game, culminating with a 32-10 blowout win of Broadaxe in the championship. Duncan complete, pulled right down. That same spring of 19, that same month actually, ADR went and defeated the Strong Island Bulldogs and the Lions that they won in Virginia Beach, but were eliminated the next day by 7-point spread. Left side, pulled down. Boone's next 9-man championship tournament would come in that summer at the KFFL Summer Sizzler, where he and myself and Ross Collins, Tyler Spencer, Sean Motes, God knows how many names on there. I would name everybody. I'm just going to name the main ones. All of us came together for TBT. We had a hell of a squad. 85-20 was the margin. Points per victory. 4-game win. Beating X-Dogs for the championship. Chris Boone shined on that birthday. And yes, in fact, that was actually Chris Boone's birthday that he won that tournament on, his 42nd. And he celebrated in a big way. And the Scorpions right now are stepping up in a big way defensively. All year they've been doing this. For as much praise as we've given this Misfits team so far, you got to give some props to the Scorpions. This defense is playing locked down right now. And thus they are back on the field. Just like that. Unreal. Update from MFFL. PME and Rideout is the championship game. No, actually, they're going to say that was not picked. Okay, so there was a pull before. I was a little confused. Everybody seemed like they were walking off, but the refs have reversed it. It's a little different not being down there. Throws it up to Larry, incomplete. Penalty flag late. And I believe that's going to be an interference of sorts on the Scorpions. And that extends it a little bit. So that should be a first down for the Misfits. Here we go. The pick was almost bad news for them. However, they get a redemption shot here. See if they can make the most of it. And it looks like it's going to be a false start, or maybe encroachment. Let's see. Puck's going to go forward, so encroachment is the call. Talk about Boone and company. That fall, ADR played their last season in Washington County together under the ADR banner. Won the league once more to continue the three-peat, complete the dynasty. Beat out X-Dogs for that one. Worlds would be the last time ADR saw the field, though. Boone going to throw it up. Laurie! Oh, what are they going to say? Touchdown! Misfits! 14-6. It's adjusted. Boone to Laurie. Combination we did not think we'd hear 4 years ago. My, how things have changed. Talk about the years of experience, both Lurie and Boone. Lurie's been in numerous 9-man championships, so has Boone. Tim Miller for the extra point. It's good. Misfits back in it, 14-7. And just as we were about to praise the Scorpions for another stop, Misfits get one in. Now the Misfits have to get a stop. Game is far from over. Talk about the Scorpions the last few years. As mentioned, Capital Classic. They were the B champion, beating the Renegades. Worlds. They were the world champion, beating the NTB Wolfpack. Scorpions were supposed to make a full move to A in that 2020 season. Although due to COVID, everything was delayed till this year. But during that time, the Scorpions got a lot of meaningful football in. Last fall in OMFFL League champions, beating Aftermath. Semi-finalists at Clash of York 2, falling to the Renegades. Nationals, they came out in a big way. That was a great performance for a team that was a little bit short, didn't have everybody there. Only points given up all weekend to a team, but the 7-point was by the Scorpions, and that was a field goal in the first drive. Right side, incomplete. Scorpions did not give up a touchdown the rest of the way in that game. Their biggest break came when they beat the Gladiators on that Friday night. We were there when the Scorpions beat Chris Boone and company. He was there with Cannon Hall. And Deion Page as well on that Gladiators team. That was a 28-6 Scorpions win. Scorpions and Boone face off plenty of time over the years. First time you recall was back in 2018 when Adrenaline Rush took on the Scorpions in the Mason-Dixon Classic, a game that our very own Ross Collins and Tyler Spencer both played on ADR in that game. Scorpions were down 19-7 before they rallied back and won 21-19. Pass going to be complete on that right side again. Offense is moving quick and proficient. But halftime is here. Not enough time left. So at the break, the score is Scorpions 14, Misfits 7. We'll be right back. We're back for the second half of Misfits and Scorpions. 14-7 is the score. Scorpions have had two quick scores. Misfits have driven the ball. They've only converted once though. Completion right side, nowhere to go. Talk about 2020 and 2021 and what it's meant for both of these squads. I mentioned with Misfits, they earned another league championship last fall, beating Showtime, Chris Boone, and Cannon Hall, part of that Showtime squad, along with Dion Page, that fell to the Misfits. Left side incomplete. Showtime was supposed to play 9-man. They did play 5-man. That was the year where Chris Boone's life changed in a big way. Showtime got to East Coast Nationals, playing 5-man contact. Runner-up to main event in the Pro Championship for 5-man. From there, Boone started experimenting with the styles, including finding his way at AFFL over the summer. In the semifinals, he made his national TV debut on CBS just a few months ago. Sack there. Him and the Misfits have been ready for prime time, that is for sure this year. Talk about the run they've had together. Semi-finalists in Ocean City to the Lions. A game which they were competitive early on. But they're going to have to get the ball up here as the Scorpions get a stop. They were out in the first round, one and done in AC. Boone wasn't there as starter, he was coaching. Tay was playing in his spot, as Boone a week later would be playing in Florida in AFFL, where he would win the regional down there. Charm City, Misfits got to the semis. And Oz with punting, it's not the best punt that I've seen Oz do. And it's going to be bobbled there. And usually he's a sure-handed punter. We've seen him up in Shippensburg with the Killer Bees and Pure Chaos from time to time. Finding his way on the Misfits right now down here in Owings Mills. Be a big pickup for both sides, truthfully. He can make that work long term. That time, not a good punt. Misfits one and done as well in York. Fell to Bad Boys in that controversial game in the quarterfinals. Scorpions 2021, as we mentioned. They came into the year quarterfinalists at Nationals in the A bracket to the Punishers. Semi-finalists. They're actually out in the first round to the Misfits on day 2 of Ocean City. The Scorpions get their revenge, however, in OMFFL last season, beating the Misfits in the quarterfinals. Right side. And took late. Scorps wanted interference. I lost track of the ball there. We were trying to zoom in on the action on the ground. it was back in Kenwood in June when the Scorpions beat the Misfits 19-13 in double overtime. A classic there in Kenwood. That game, however, played a large factor in the Scorpions' struggle in the championship of Rampage, because they had to play 3 overtimes to the Titans after that before falling to Rampage. They've met several times in the offseason. They split that up. Misfits won the first league meeting back in April. They won the Ocean City wild card game too on day 2. Scorpions won the quarterfinal matchup, and Misfits have won both OMFFL and GCFFA games this year. Big catch down that left side though, just what they needed. Touchdown, Scorpions. 20-7. And the Scorps with that take a 2-score lead. And that is just what they needed. Just what they needed to put some distance. Extra point pending. In a moment. There we go. Ball down. Kick is up. It's good. 21-7 Scorpions. This offense is putting up an explosion of points in this game. That's my ability. I always say that. That shot can be hard. I have a hard time getting the aerial shots from back here. I gotta work on that. Boone and company back on the field. Incomplete. Two-score lead for the Scorpions. Trying to win 2 leagues in 1 year. 1 calendar year, 2 leagues. Somehow got that ball off, but nowhere else to go. Talk about what No Mercy Scorpions have done this year. As we mentioned, wild card round, 0-3 in Ocean City. Tough start. Fell to Strong Island, the Rollers, and the Misfits. They had a hard time early getting it together, but they started to come into their own around June. Strong performance in Atlantic City. They got to the semifinals following the main event. Runner-up in OMFFL to Rampage. But they would beat Rampage 2 weeks later to win MAFL. Boom. Lurie. Once again, putting on an MVP caliber performance. If there is an MVP candidate right now for this Misfits team, it's Lurie. But they're saying he might have been stopped before that. Let's see where they mark this at. Looks like they're going to mark it there, so Lurie is not going to. The only reason he gets money. Back left side. Pull down, nowhere to go for Hall. Boone. Incomplete to Lurie. His defense stepping up in a big way. Trying to get an OMFFL championship. Remember, Scorpions could still win GCFFA. They're not just trying to be the first team to win 2 in a calendar year. They're trying to win 3 leagues in a calendar year. And it would be 3 of the 7 9-man leagues we know of across the country. Miami right now, SFFFA, sitting dormant. They crowned their champion over the summer. That was Beast Mode over No Excuses. St. Louis 9-man, currently inactive. They crowned their champion back in the summer. NTB Wolfpack over Back in Black. Rhode Island, they're still crowning theirs. Still have 1 to go. GCFFA still to go. KFFL still to go. Boone. Is that an interception? I don't hear a whistle. Now I do. Misfits had that chance that they could win today, but right now it ain't looking good. They still got 2 more to go, though, with KFFL and GCFFA, but right at this moment, the Scorpions' defense has stepped up in a major way. What a performance by the Scorpions today. Not even just this game. This is a team who shut out the Spartans earlier, held Rampage scoreless in regulation. Rampage's only score came on 4th down, I believe, in that game in overtime. Misfits here. Only 1 score allowed so far. 4th quarter has begun. Battle between number 6 and number 7 in the TBT rankings. Battle for the number 1 spot in here in the South. In terms of region, this is number 1 versus number 2 playing right now. Statement day for the Scorpions. They just got to finish. Wow. 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 What a play. Plate, right side. Pull right down. Takes a snap. Complete. First down. Scorpions moving it methodically and smartly. You got to give it up for this team. Batted down, incomplete. And that's the Misfits D line we expected to see in this game. Here Boone telling Reagan to keep track of time. See if they get them off sides. Oh, just missed 6. Misfits of a chance. Here we go. They're not done yet. But they need to score. 21-7 is that score right now. Boone in the gun. Pulled out immediately. Right play idea. You want to get Cannon on a quick start. That play's always been money over the years. But that time just snuffed out. We'll be talking to the winner on Blunt Talk. We'll see who it is. You got to think this is Misfits' last real shot. If they don't score here, it's it. Left side complete. Cannon again. Boone trying to go to old reliable late. You can't fault him for that. You got to go with what you know sometimes. That's just how this game's played. Boone's going to be sacked back there. .602 and running is what I'm hearing. So very soon we're going to be down there. Incomplete. See what happens after this drive. We'll start working our way down the field. Boone 7 up. Finally pulled down. Here we go. Big gain. That's what this team needed. Oh, dropped. We'll get down there in a minute. Getting ready to, just in case, because right now Misfits are driving, so let's start walking. Complete the Meach. Meach is pulled down, first down. Here we go. Boone saying on the ball. Trying to lead a late rally here for the Misfits. Just like the Scorpions did to him in ADR 3 years ago in Hagerstown. Complete left side. Oh, he got clocked. Oh, that's not good. And we're going to cut away for a minute. We're back. We're on the Misfits sideline for the moment.
What's up, Joey?
How you doing, Tim?
Your body handkerchief off your head, motherfucker. Put your belly away, fat boy. Hey, Nas. Hey, Nas.
Sun's coming out, so we're going to get away from this angle quickly. Boone quick to Lurie, nothing there. Take the field.
Hey, Nas, take your hat off real quick.
So here we are on the field. We said we'd be on the field for the final minute, so here we are. 21-7 Scorpions. Moments away. I've been here the whole time. I've been up there.
137 and running.
137 and running. How
What you doing, champ?
How you doing?
Ready.
Boone.
Ball is out.
Complete Cannon. Cannon tried that pitch back, and it's intercepted. That old TNT ADR pitch back, and it backfires this time. Scorpions are about to take their second league in 3 months.
We're doing too much.
This ain't regular season, no.
This ain't regular season.
The trophy wanted to have a hot girl summer. We brought her back.
Hey, give it to him. Give it to him. Let him know. Let him know.
What a game. What a tournament. What a performance by the Scorpions. In the battle between two teams in the top 10 in the country. Top 2 in this region.
Hey, man, fuck the fucking Scorpions. Them niggas cheated. They paid your ass. They gave you a free haircut.
Scorpions over Misfits, 21-7. We were at Tucker Road 3 months ago when they beat Rampage.
We let her go for the summer. We keep telling y'all it's Scorpion OMFFL.
OMFFL.
Don't forget that shit.
I believe at this moment, with the game not final in Tucker Road, you are currently both the defending MAFL and OMFFL champion at this moment.
Tell MAFL, they lucky we didn't come back this season. We let somebody else win. Line it up. Whoever won MAFL, line it up.
You got Lamar Jackson on the team. Anytime you got Lamar on the team. Anytime we got Lamar on the team, you never out. You never out of it when you got Lamar on your team. That's the MVP right there.
MVP. Hey, speak on him. Speak on him. Speak on him.
Hell of a game, baby.
Come out here and do what we gotta do. MVP. Come out here and do what we gotta do. Come out here to win. Execute. No, yo. I'm always on your side. I'm fronting on you, yo. In New York, they was all frowning at me.
Because in New York, you play time.
Hi, Mom. Pops, what up? Buddy, what up?
Yo, so I get you the belt, yo. I hit the belt Monday, yo. So whoever. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's winning? Hold on. He ain't done.
Playoff MVP go to third.
Mel.
Y'all get y'all medals, then we gonna get a picture.
Hey, yo, how about you win so fast?
Hey, who took the money? Where the money? Never seen nobody
That camera out, yo. That camera out.
He got one. I forgot Zach got one there. Give me 1 second, yo. New York is fucking $5 grand. Rings for everybody and a free trip to Florida, yo. Let's get it. Let's fucking go. If we take this shit every game, we lost by fucking 2 points, a touchdown or something. We can do that every fucking game, yo. If we can get this up there for the playoffs, we're gonna wipe the fucking board off, man. Come on. Win a playoff. Let's do it. Next time we go up this playoffs. It's $5 grand. You got one on one. If we can do it, one day. And one day. It's 1 day. It's 1 day. It's only 1 day. It's only 1 day.
It's December 5th, right?
December 5th.
Hey, let's get the picture.
We're doing it in December.
Huh?
December for real?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. I'm good with that. I'm free. I'll be free then. Okay.
Yeah, they pushing it from November 14th, 15th to December 5th.
All right, I'm good with it.
But, you know,
One championship down for the Scorpions. They got one more left to go. New York, December 5th, GCFFA. Can the OMFFL, and at this current moment, I don't believe right out of PME is final yet, but at this current moment, they are the current MAFL champion. Can this team go up north and bring one back home?
hey, I just want to give a shout out to Big Reese, man. He got me in the game, bro. Shout out to Big Reese. I gotta make sure they see me. Got me in that I gotta get in tight, yo.
Hey, what's this? 7?
Seven here for OMFFL and Scorpions. We got one MAFL. They're looking for a GCFFA next. And they win 3 leagues in 1 year. They already got MAFL. They got OMFFL. GCFFA is next. Scorpions are your 2021 OMFFL.
Joey, always a great job. Ben,
Thank you,
always
thank
a
you.
great job, brother. Appreciate y'all, brother.
Appreciate you, Reese.
I got more targets on that last drive than I had.
They defeat.
I wasn't expecting it, Sean.
Good. They defeat Misfits 21-7. Misfits aren't done yet, though. We'll have them in Shippensburg Saturday. They got 3 games with the X-Dogs, the West Virginia Venom in prime time. We'll see them then. And we'll see the Scorpions up north, up in New York, GCFFA, December 5th. And we'll see you soon.